What's up, guys? NajeeTechPro here. Today we are discussing, talking about Xbox games. Third party and first party could come to PlayStation, Sony PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch. So get ready, get hyped. Maybe we'll see some surprises from this video podcast or press conference talking about what's future Xbox. And let's do this. Anybody in the chat wondering what I'm doing here is talking about Xbox stuff, calling to PlayStation, Nintendo, because it's been interesting that we're getting this news with Starfield getting a PlayStation 5 release, hopefully, and also much more. So get ready for hype that, guys. I'm excited for the future of gaming in general. So if you guys new here, welcome to the live stream. I'm NajeeTechPro, your host, your video content creator, and today we're discussing and talking about Xbox games coming to PlayStation and Nintendo Switch 2 or Switch 1 platform. So let's do this. But also, what's been for Game Pass as a whole, and also etc. Like digital gaming as well, like from Steam and Epic Game Stores, etc. And also one more thing, guys. Are you guys still gonna buy Xbox consoles when this news dropped? Are you guys get Xbox consoles to play these games exclusively, or wait until they come to PlayStation or Nintendo? Please comment below in chat. And Don's here.
I'm
Hey,
here.
Don.
Hey.
Yeah, we're just waiting for a couple of news before it starts.
I got a question. What is the name? What is the name of the Xbox event that's happening? So I can find. I want because I want to record it myself too. You know my reaction to this thing. You know.
Xbox official Xbox podcast.
It's an Xbox podcast.
Yeah, video podcast.
Oh, I thought this was like an Xbox event going to happen.
Yeah, it's Xbox event, but it's talking about it.
Okay, well that's King Funny Games. No, I'm looking for the official Xbox stream. Xbox. Is it a showcase or?
Yeah, it's kind of a showcase, but it's a video podcast. We're talking about it, like. Did I talking about it? If I was talking about it,
well, I'm not looking for a commentator that's already talking. I'm not going to commentate over someone else's commentary.
Trying to find it here.
Because I'm looking for it and I can't find it on YouTube.
It's up to next minute, so we have to wait a second. And anybody new here in the stream, please comment below. Are you excited for Xbox games coming to PlayStation and Nintendo, like Starfield or Hi-Fi West, or other Xbox games you want to see on PlayStation? Like Gears of War, I should definitely consider for PlayStation. Halo, definitely consider for PlayStation. And also, Rare Replay, that's considered for Nintendo Switch, if that happens. That's not wrong. And breaking news, guys, Inside Gaming said something about Starfield fans hungry for more as players continue to drop by 97% on Steam. If Starfield comes to PlayStation 5, what if it boost your sales, John?
Your mic quality sounds kind of washed out. What are you saying?
If Starfield comes to PlayStation 5, would it work out for PlayStation and Microsoft as a whole?
I mean, maybe it's got has some reputation working against it just as much as its reputation working for it. So it's kind of half. I don't know what that would mean.
Like I said, we know that we're thinking about playing. We're playing on it, not right now, but we're playing on playing StarCraft PlayStation 5. But still waiting on the possibilities of bringing the Xbox games to our platforms. Because myself will be multi-platform now. That's the Blizzard thing. And I'm excited for this.
I'm looking for a place to watch the stream.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to find it here. But I think I went to Xbox YouTube channel. Hold on.
I think this is it. I think I found it.
Send me it. Send me in the chat.
No, it's it.
How's
Hold on,
that?
wait. This is it, isn't it?
Please have no commentary. That's it.
Yeah, it's Xbox official podcast. That's what it's called.
Is
I'm
it
looking for.
ASC?
I'm looking for it right now. Hold on.
Seems. I mean, we have it in the pod chat.
I'm looking. Well, some are not the same. Some podcasts are doing a podcast of a podcast, so that's why I don't want to. Not Player Essence. That's not him. He's watching the podcast, so I don't know where it's broadcasting on, but it's clearly not YouTube. Wait a minute. Is this it? No.
Hey, also guys, I want to kind of find this right now to do about to figure how Xbox got popped up for official stream on Xbox YouTube channel, so that you all can watch it.
I'm not streaming anymore.
I'm trying to find it here. What is that?
Oh, okay. So it's not a video. It's going to be like a. If you can listen to it.
Yeah, we can just do that.
I don't know if that's what's going on now.
Yeah, probably.
Because I don't see where I can click on this.
Wait,
There's
wait,
no live. There's just a playlist of Xbox podcast stuff.
I'll check. Hold on, find it here. I think I found it. I think I found it. I can't find the fucking stream. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got something. John, I got something.
Okay.
Just on Xbox.
Oh no, that's a YouTuber reacting
No,
to
no,
it.
no, yeah, but it's not. It's gonna be on Xbox page. We search on it, like Xbox. Instead of a to go YouTube site, go to the Xbox. So type in Xbox for that's they told you about Xbox podcast for the 2024 event live stream that's going on. Let's see what's there. There's no commentary. Huh. Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing live. I think it's a.
Boy,
I'm not sure it's gonna be live.
definitely, huh? It's gonna be pre-record video, but it's gonna be pre-record video, but we'll get to it. John, hear me?
Yeah, what?
It's gonna be pre-record video, so we have to wait until the Xbox page refreshes.
So it's not a live stream then.
Yeah, but we all it's still live, but it's live streaming it, so I don't know. It's just
Like I'm trying to find it. I'm assuming it's a live stream, but maybe it's not.
it's funny here. I'll check something. Please maybe get cut by like 7, huh? Everyone in the chat watching, hello, you here? I'm NajeeTechPro. We almost reacted to the podcast for Xbox to brought one of the games to PlayStation, Nintendo. So hope this day tight and make sure to check out my other video before we start.
Other people are having the same problem.
Yeah,
Other people are having a problem finding it.
yeah. I don't know what. I tried to, okay, so I'll question B before. Oh no, it's not. That's not. Hold on. What's the page? Sorry, Gord wants it.
So other people can't find it either. It's not showing up.
Wait, that's tibia. What's God, hold on, let's see what's it join.
Tell them not to join.
Yeah, I believe tibia wants to join because their video.
You found it?
Yeah, I found it. Gord found it. Gord found it. Hold on. Wait, I think I found it.
Yeah, link it to me if you found it.
So I'm sending you right now. Here it is, guys. And guys, I'll be my reaction. So 3,
I didn't
2,
get that.
what?
You didn't send it to me. I didn't get it.
Okay, hold on.
And there it is. Is this it?
Yeah, it's in the chat. Everybody in the chat. I sent you the link just in case. And on T2. All right, before we start down, we get a question.
Okay. Why?
You want to join the stream? Yeah. It's not the right. Oh my god, it's not the.
Oh yeah, it's not live. It's a.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait,
It's not a live stream. It's a recording.
God. Here, I can go. Yeah, okay, now. 3, 2, 1.
There's no audio on playing through this, is there?
Yours.
Okay, there's audio on your end. That's okay. I'm gonna do my recording on mine. Okay.
No feedback though.
There's not gonna be feedback noise.
Okay, I'll make sure.
Since it's a recording, I'll record it a little bit later. Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah, what? Hold on. Yeah. It's probably Starfield.
What?
Probably Starfield. Or Gears of War. Certainly. I'll worry about the future Xbox. I'm sorry. I got a good idea, huh? I got my screen up again. Yeah.
For specific titles. We looked at games that are over a year old, so they've been on Xbox and PC for a while. A couple of the games are community-driven games, new games that kind of first iterations of a franchise that have reached their full potential, let's say on Xbox and PC. There's always growth. Franchises that we obviously want to continue to invest in. Part of the ability to continue to invest is that the businesses behind those franchises continue. We think it's important that these service-based games that have communities behind them, that they can have confidence that they're going to exist in the future. So 2 of them, kind of community-driven games that will end up on other platforms and give us the ability to continue. the business and good for the community, more players to play with. I'd say two of the other games are smaller games that were never really meant to be built as kind of platform exclusives and all the fanfare that goes around that. But games that our teams really wanted to go build, that we love supporting creative endeavors across our studios, regardless of size. And as they've realized their full potential on Xbox and PC, we see an opportunity to utilize the other platforms as a place to just drive more business value out of those games, allowing us to invest in maybe future iterations of those, so sequels to those, or just other games like that in our portfolio. And when we don't damage Xbox and we can grow our business using what other platforms have and to help us with that, we're going to do that. And that's really the story behind these 4 games. And last thing I'll say, looking forward, I think there is an interesting story for us of introducing Xbox franchises to players on other platforms to get them more interested in Xbox. We think there's a good brand value for Xbox there. So 4 games, no promise beyond that. So if you're on those other platforms and you see these 4 games coming, please don't take it as some signal that everything's coming. It's not. And we're going to learn.
So when you are thinking about the future and this concept of live service games, games that can benefit from bigger audiences, new audiences, how does that apply to future titles and how you're applying that criteria there?
Yeah, there's really no fundamental change to how we think about exclusivity. We just came out of Developer Direct, which was an awesome show where we showed great games that are coming to Xbox and PC and cloud, which really makes them accessible to hundreds of millions of people. So it's this kind of, we're really focused on a couple platforms and what's going to show up there. But our key of play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want, when everybody plays, we all win. These have been part of our strategy for years and will continue to be. Our focus is on how do we continue to grow the games industry by reaching more players in more places, and how do we grow Xbox as part of that. Xbox is a hardware platform, Xbox is a publisher of great games, and Xbox as a platform for the world's best creators.
And then knowing that, how do we think about our first-party games and Game Pass?
Yeah, well, to build on what Phil just said, one thing I would add, when you were talking about growth, is just that we've sort of seen this inversion over the last 5 years where it used to be that the platform was the biggest thing.
That's right.
And the games would sort of tuck in within the platform. Today, big games like a Roblox or a Fortnite could actually be bigger than any one platform. And that really has changed the way that we think about things. So in the midst of all that, I think we at First Party can come back to sort of some core principles. First, that all of our games will be on the Xbox platform. Second, all of our games will go into Game Pass on day one. And third, we know that Game Pass will only be available on Xbox. So there's sort of starting points for us. As Phil mentioned, there are games today that you can play that only can be found on Xbox. And at the same time, we want to bring more of our games to more players. So we're going to continue to look at that. Kind of moving aside, though, from some of those and thinking more about what does it really mean for the player. To me, the two key things are cross-play and cross-save. Those things allow us to deliver on the promise of Xbox, which is play with your friends where they are, play on the devices you want, play the games you want. So that is really only possible at a practical level when you know that your saves and your player are going to be able to move across all those parts. So not all of our games today are necessarily built to take advantage of that. There still will be some games that don't. As we bring more teams into the Xbox family, there's some catch up to do as we get there. But that cross-play, cross-save is like so fundamental to what we're doing. And I think is something that we as First Party get such a good benefit from being so close to the platform.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things, like you said, all of our games are always in Game Pass. And so I'm excited to announce, with the coming together that we had with Activision Blizzard King, that Activision and Blizzard games are coming to Game Pass, starting with Diablo 4 on March 28th. I'm super, super excited to share today. And it's all part of our commitment to make Xbox, the Xbox experience and the games that we build as widely available as possible. So now the 34 million Game Pass members can all enjoy the fantastic experience of Diablo 4.
Amazing. Can we come back to the point, Phil, you mentioned at the top, this isn't really a change in strategy for us. Can you recap for me how it isn't?
Yeah. And I thought both Matt and Sarah did a really nice job of talking about what we're doing on Xbox, where we're going. You know, if you take a platform feature like Xbox Play Anywhere, which has been a promise that we've made on our first party games, that you can buy our game once, you're going to play across Xbox and Windows. I think we're the only platform that does this. That makes it possible for you not only to play with your friends wherever they are, but to know that you actually have multiple entitlements to the games. I think that's a technology I'd love to see applied to more platforms. But it is this view that people are going to play Xbox in multiple places. Whether it's play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want, whether it's content, community, and cloud, whether it's when everybody plays, we all win. Like, we've had different taglines, different strategy, kind of words that we've used, but always with this view that Xbox is a platform for creators who want to reach the most players. Our investments in xCloud, our investments in franchises like Minecraft and now Call of Duty and other large franchises, so that we learn how to build those. This has been a strategy that we've been on for, I'd say, a decade. It's not about one device. It's not about games in service of a device, but rather the devices that people want to play on should be in service of making the games as big and popular as they possibly could be. Because really, a healthy creator community on Xbox, a healthy creator community in gaming all up, is the thing that all of us as game players should be voting for, because that's the thing that will lead to the best long-term success and growth in this industry.
And my understanding, just from listening and learning from you three over the past few weeks, just understanding what's happening with Xbox, is that we see trends with player behavior where people are playing on multiple devices. That is the reality. And we have put some games out on multiple platforms before. So my understanding is that that's been good for players. How does that come back to the business with all of that in mind?
Yeah, as you said, we have shipped games on other platforms. In fact, realistically, if you look with the addition of Activision and Blizzard and ZeniMax, we're one of the largest game publishers on PlayStation. We're one of the largest publishers on the Nintendo Switch, especially when you put Minecraft into the equation as well. And now we're one of the largest publishers on mobile platforms as well. And that's not something that we want to back away from. We want to continue to be building great games that millions and millions of people can love, and that they can play those games where they want to go play. But we do understand the business success that Xbox has to have. Us as leaders in this business, the system today, the system that all companies that we play video games from, is a world of, you got to be growing your business. Growth in our Xbox business is critical to the long-term health of Xbox.
John?
Many people know I've been on Xbox for over 20 years, I want to make sure Xbox is in the best position for the next 20 years. That means healthy player community, healthy creator community, and healthy business. So when we look at opportunities to allow more people to play, more people engage, more people to buy, more people to subscribe, it's all about putting Xbox in the best position. And our hardware is a critical component of that. The absolute best experience somebody has on Xbox is hardware that your team builds and that people play on. But that's not going to be everybody. We fully accepted that we're going to have Xbox players across all kinds of devices.
So I think a lot of people think about 2023 as this incredible year for gaming. And in a lot of ways it was. There were some really amazing releases that I think we all enjoyed. But what were the signals behind the scenes that maybe indicated how we wanted to look at the future of Xbox and how we kind of keep up with the industry?
Yeah, such a good question. And I think it's, as people who care about the industry, which I assume is people who are watching this, it was an amazing year. Some great launches, some of the games that I think will stand the test of time and people will be talking about a decade from now. But it's an industry that didn't really grow. And what happens when an industry doesn't grow? You end up with some job eliminations, which we had. We had even our own hard decisions to make about building a sustainable business for ourselves, but in no way were we alone in that. When you think about a healthy industry, I want players who believe that they will find the best games on the platforms that they love. I want people who invest their careers in working here to feel like this is a place that they can be successful. And that really is down to being part of an industry that is growing. If you listen to Lisa Su, the AMD CEO, she'll say that AMD-powered consoles are likely to decline in 2024. I think there's an amazing set of games coming in 2024, but if we don't get to growing as an industry, the industry will struggle. And today there's really two choices on how do you grow the industry. Do you say I have a fixed number of players, the players that we have today, and do I find new ways to monetize those players to get more money from the players that I have? Or do you think about how do I expand the business I have by finding new players and adding those to the base of players that already play? Our focus on Xbox for the last decade has really been on that latter point of how do we make sure Xbox is growing for our players, growing for our creators. So those people are finding success on our platform, which will grow the Xbox business and put Xbox in a position to be very strong for years and decades to come.
Matt, earlier you were talking about these growing gaming communities, how they're incredibly large and comparable on such a different level when we think about console audiences. Like you mentioned Roblox, you mentioned Fortnite. So how are we're obviously thinking about our responsibility, our hardware responsibility is supporting the growth of gaming communities. How has that actually shown up for the players? Are there other games we can speak to from our portfolio?
Well, as Phil mentioned, I mean, two of the biggest ones for us, Call of Duty and Minecraft, I mean, they are driven just from the bottom up by the communities of people that play those games, which is so great. I think about it, for the player community, it comes down to where are the friends, where are the people you play with, and then equally important is where have you built up your library of games, right? Where have you invested? Where's that library? I think those two things probably are some of the biggest influences on where people choose to play and what devices they choose to play.
Yeah.
When we think about, on the other side, the developer side, just any game developer wants their game to find the biggest audience possible. That's just the nature of building a game. You want people to enjoy and participate in what you've made. And I think we're in a unique position to deliver on that just because we are the platform. We build hardware. We've got a first-party games group, and then we've got a system that ties that together, that brings together your friends, your progression, your achievements, all of that. And I think that's really what has contributed to the momentum behind some of these communities.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you look at, just step back and you look at the history of the industry, we've moved from a place where it used to be that someone built and launched a game to accelerate hardware to actually the things we do with our hardware and with our platform are all in service of making those games bigger. And we think about that across all of the investments we make, the consoles we build, the investments we do with things like cross-play, cross-progression, the things that we're doing with cloud. How do we actually give more options to game creators so they can have the greatest success? I think one of the fun recent examples about this is actually Power World. Power World was able to launch, they were a game preview, they launched in Game Pass, they also simultaneously launched in Steam. And through the combination of those things, Pocket Pair was able to have this outsized success, and it was the largest third-party Game Pass launch ever. And that's all because we give creators options on how they can launch their games. We've got subscription, we've got retail, we've got free-to-play, we've got game preview. We have the consoles, we have our experience on PC, and they can access all of those things. And when we step back and we just look at the performance of our platform all up, we know it's working.
It works.
We're at the highest level of users on console, the highest level of users on PC, the highest level of users on cloud
to make sure
ever.
That
we have double-digit growth rate on
mic was
PC and
working for
cloud,
your,
places where we're enabling creators
but it
to
is.
actually reach new players beyond the console ecosystem. And that's why we're leaning into it and doing more, because we see all those signals.
So we're talking about the role that hardware plays for creators, for the games and those communities. What about the role that hardware plays for us as a business, for Xbox?
When we look at our hardware, it really is, and Phil said this earlier, it's where you get like the most flagship seminal experience of Xbox. And it also represents a developer target. Our developers can build the specs of our hardware, and we invest to make sure they know when they do that the games are going to go great on our hardware, but they're also going to be able to be accessed across any screen because of all the other investments we make. So we're giving them an easy way to access as many players as possible. And we actually have more creators right now building for Xbox than ever before by nature, thousands of them by nature of those investments. And we got more to come. There's some exciting stuff coming out in hardware that we're going to share this holiday. And we're also invested in the next generation roadmap. And what we're really focused on there is delivering the largest technical leap you will have ever seen in a hardware generation, which makes it better for players and better for creators and the visions that they're building.
And then when we're talking about hardware too, there's these other considerations that are really important to our community, probably to each one of ourselves as well. When you talk about library, because I want to dig in on that a little bit more. You know, as we talk about cloud in the wider entertainment industry, there's conversations about streaming. How is that impacting how I own my content that I've invested in? So what can we say about our stance around game preservation?
Yeah, you know, one of the highlights for me of being in this position was getting to stand on stage when we announced back compat coming to Xbox One. Like, it was fantastic. People were reading the teleprompter before I could read it. I'm a slow reader, and just feeling the energy in the auditorium as we were saying that and online. You know, one of the cues I think us as being part of Microsoft take is looking at Windows and how Windows over decades has maintained software compatibility with things that are built on it. Like, I can still go back and play some of the games that I love playing on Windows from decades ago, and it will still run. And we try to bring that same view to consoles. It's harder in console because the line between what the hardware is and what the game is in consoles is traditionally, it's tighter, which makes compatibility, you end up doing these generational compatibilities that we've built. But I will say compatibility, the ability to not only play the games, but my saves are still there with our cloud save systems to try to keep the services up as long as we can so that people can play, is a tenet of what we are as Xbox. It's at our foundation. And when we look at future hardware generations and what we're going to support, making sure that we respect, which is the word I use, respect the investments that people have made in Xbox going forward is fundamental. And the fact that you get entitlements when you buy a game from us on both Windows and Xbox also means you have the ability to play that game across a multitude of devices, which I think furthers the compatibility of the games that you own.
Can we go back to what Xbox stands for today? I think we've pretty much covered all of the elements, but if you could break it down for me.
You know, when you play on Xbox, what we're saying is you're playing on a platform where you know the biggest games in the world are always going to be. You're playing on a platform where you get to access Game Pass. And all of the games from our incredible range of studios will always launch in Game Pass day one. And you're playing on a platform that's dedicated to you, like player-first features, cross-play, cross-save, cross-progression, backwards compatibility, being able to play your games in your library anywhere you want because of the investments that we make in cloud gaming. And so you're playing somewhere where you're investing and you know you get to take the games forward with you and across all of the screens where you are. And I think most importantly, Xbox is a place where you know when you're investing in Xbox, you're investing somewhere that is dedicated to making games more successful and creators more successful that they can invest more to bring even better experiences to you all of the time.
Yeah, just that investment in the studios is so, and we feel that as part of first party with the platform proximity. You know, it's kind of amazing now to look out across all the studios that we've got and just be reminded that we're now one of the biggest development organizations in the industry. What does that mean for players? It means that the biggest games are going to continue to come to Xbox. And this 2024, the year coming up, we've got more than 10 major releases coming up. Great stuff. Hellblade 2. We've got Diablo expansion. We've got Avowed, Ara, the Indiana Jones game. And there's more in development, which I think we're going to be able to share more about at our June showcase coming up pretty soon.
Well, I guess I should get ready to work on that show. Well, thank you all for showing up on the podcast today, and we'll see the rest of you this June.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tina.
Thank you.
How's it? Xbox. Yeah. How's it, Don? What do you think about this? What did you think? What's your thoughts?
I don't really. I mean, maybe I missed something, but I didn't hear anything as far as what they're really changing or doing. Like this is like they nipped the rumors in the bud that all these different games in Xbox libraries are going to come to PlayStation, which at the beginning I thought was kind of, I thought when I heard people make a big deal about how it might be coming to PlayStation, I didn't really believe that would happen. Actually, I mean, I don't see Halo being on the PlayStation anytime
soon. Because their Xbox 5 boys at the beginning, which was OG Xbox. I don't see Gears of War, because that article saying get something Gears of War on PlayStation and over Nintendo's next console. Like, I don't know if that's true or not, but please don't let it happen.
I wonder if PlayStation or the Sony brand is going to go away from the PlayStation as far as consoles, because
Streaming.
yeah, I'm thinking maybe there might be I hate to say the PlayStation brand go, but like there might actually be in the future, like one day we could be getting to where like most games are only optional through an internet connection through a streaming service, and there's no.
I hate that, but we have Steam to worry about because you have our Steam account, you use it, and our games are gone because don't that account.
Well, like you'd probably need a PC.
Yes, I have a Steam Deck. That's worry about.
Well, Steam Deck's currently the hip, but
yeah. So
I mean,
anything else?
anything else?
Yeah. Anything else you want to say before I drop the call and we can talk later?
Do you mind a shameless plug?
Yeah.
You don't want me promoting myself, okay?
No. Okay, it's okay.
Okay, that's what I meant. So, yeah, for those that don't know, I'm a friend of here, Najee's, called Don Gamer 21. I have a YouTube. Go check it out. Don Gamer, as it appears, the name on my screen, capital G, a 21 at the end. I'll be refocusing my attention from streaming onto video content creation on YouTube instead. So pretty much for streaming aside as of now, and I'll be focusing on YouTube more. Check out my Let's Plays of Legends Dragoon, Tales of Asteria, Tales of Asteria, Star Ocean, and more. Glad I could be here. I'll be going now, but I hope you see you. I'm sure Najee will provide my link in the description below. Thank you for having me, Najee.
Yeah. Like I said, I will be streaming tomorrow, discussing the why is Spider-Gwen going back to the 616 universe? Like moving to the Spider-Man of the comic books we're talking about. It's hard to say about. I'll talk about it tomorrow on my live stream at 2:15 tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
But Don, I know you don't want to come tomorrow for the live stream, but you just want to chat and to see about this or Sarah, this queen.
Well, like I told you, I have no thoughts because I know nothing about Spider-Gwen, or I know nothing. I don't have enough about Spider-Man to tell you anything, any bit about this, nor do I know any bit about what their decision is making doing this.
No, the Marvel Comics side.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know anything about that.
Okay, let's just carry out there just in case.
Yeah, thank you.
But I have to go, guys. Hope you guys like this video. When a like this or comments by NajeeTechPro. Take care. See you guys tomorrow for the Spider-Gwen talk video regarding this topic. I'm going to talk about recently just today for tomorrow's video. The talk video will be why is Spider-Gwen replacing the original Gwen Stacy, or why is Spider-Gwen Gwen Stacy moving to the 616 Amazing Spider-Man universe when Gwen Stacy got killed by by Green Goblin. So that's my video for tomorrow. But it's also a video, so take care. Peace, guys. Bye and take care.
Peace.
I'll be starting on some YouTube channel in the description. Bye, guys. Peace.